What's up everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Alice and please don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. If you're not new, welcome back to my channel. So I want to start this video by thanking you, every single one of you, because we reached 1,000 subscribers. I know it feels surreal. I don't even know how to feel right now. I know maybe for some people it's not a lot, but for me, it's like make me feel so special that I have a little bit more actual than 1,000 people watching me and supporting me. So I just want to say thank you. And in honor of this celebration, actually there's two celebrations today. Today we're celebrating a little bit in advance the Women's Day, and also we're celebrating the 1,000 subscribers as well with a beautiful and delicious, of course, Italian cake. And I'm talking about torta mimosa or Italian mimosa cake. Mimosa, it's a typical flower that grows during this time in Italy. It's a tree and it has this beautiful little yellow flower. They're like little balls, and I'm just gonna, if I found a picture, I'm gonna insert it right here so you guys kind of can see what it looks like. So in Italy, we have this beautiful cake that is made during this time of the year in honor of all the beautiful and wonderful women's all over the world. And it's super delicious, and the exterior of the cake resembles the actual flower, the mimosa flower. So the ingredients that you're gonna need for the cake are eggs, flour, vanilla powder, sugar, and baking powder. This amount is gonna be listed in the description box down below, and it's gonna be for 2 cakes. Then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna prepare the filling. So let's begin with the cake recipe. All right, first things you wanna do, you wanna separate your egg white from your egg yolk. Here I have my egg yolk, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it inside my mixing bowl, and I'm gonna add half of the amount of the sugar. And I'm gonna start whisking them all together until they become nice and fluffy. Now it's time to whip your egg yolk with the remaining sugar. And you're gonna do that with an electric mixer or with your KitchenAid until it becomes nice and fluffy. Once your eggs and sugar are nice and fluffy, it's time to add your powders, and you're gonna sift those. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna add your vanilla powder first, then all the flour, and lastly the baking powder. Now it's time to add your egg white. They're nice and fluffy. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna grab a couple scoops of the egg white. You're gonna put it into the batter and just mix it roughly, just to loosen up the batter a little bit. And now the remaining egg white, you're gonna add a little by little. And you're gonna fold the batter gently so it stays nice and fluffy. Now it's time to divide your batter in the 2 cake pan, and make sure you put parchment paper at the bottom so it's gonna be easy to release the cake once it's cooked. And make sure you're gonna divide the batter also evenly. And now you're gonna bake your 2 cake at 350 Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes, but make sure you insert a wooden toothpick before you take it out. And if the wooden toothpicks come out clean, that's means they're ready. If not, just add an extra 5 minutes. And after that, we're gonna be back for the filling. Guys, in the meantime that my cake are baking in the oven, we're gonna make the filling, which is a regular vanilla custard. So the ingredients that you're gonna need for the vanilla custard are milk, cornstarch, sugar, vanilla powder or vanilla extract, and egg yolks. Again, all the measurement in the description box down below. So first things you gotta do, you gotta bring your milk to a boil. So we're gonna move to the store. We're gonna move to the stove and we're gonna start do that. Oh my God, my brain is just like, no. So here we are on the stove. I have my pot. I'm just gonna turn it on high heat, and I'm just gonna pour my milk into the pot. And I'm gonna wait until it starts to boil. In the meantime, we're gonna mix the rest of the ingredients together. Okay, while I wait for my milk to heat up, we're gonna mix the rest of the ingredients. So I'm gonna start with my egg yolks. Then I'm gonna add my sugar, the vanilla powder, or if you don't have it, you can use vanilla extract. And I'm gonna whisk them all together. And then lastly, I'm gonna add my cornstarch. All right, once your milk is hot, you're gonna pour over the egg, sugar, and cornstarch mixture. And you gotta mix it all together. And you're gonna move back to the stove and you're gonna pour your mixture inside back to the same pot. And on medium heat, you're gonna cook it until it's nice and thick. You're gonna notice that it's gonna become really thick, like pudding thick. It's nice and thick. Now I'm gonna turn it off and I'm gonna transfer it into a bowl and let it cool it down completely, but make sure that you put some plastic wrap over top, or it's gonna create that film that you're not gonna be able to get rid of it. You want a nice and smooth custard. All right, while my custard and cake are cooling down, we're gonna create a syrup. This syrup is gonna go on top of the cake and it's gonna keep it nice and moist like for days. This is what Italian usually do. We call it bagna, and it usually for like a birthday cake, a cake that have like custard, that have layers, we always like to wet the cake before we put the custard once we layer it. So what you're gonna need for this type of bagna or syrup, you're gonna need sugar, water, and I'm gonna use rum, but you can have any alcohol of choice. Or if you don't wanna make it alcoholic, you can only use sugar and water as well. So we're gonna move to the stove and I'm gonna show you how I make my beautiful and delicious bagna. So in a small pot, you're gonna turn the heat on high, and you're gonna pour your water first. And then you're gonna add your sugar. And you're gonna wait until it starts to boil. Once it starts to boiling, you're gonna turn the heat off and you're gonna add your shot of rum. So here I have one of the cake, and what I'm gonna do now, I remove the top of the darker part, and now I only have the inside of the cake. And what you wanna do, you're gonna start slicing it like so. And then you're gonna create small little cubes, like so. All right, here I have my cake, and now I'm gonna show you how I am gonna clean it. All right, you guys, now we have all our ingredients ready. The cake is ready. The other cake, we already cut it in cubes. We have our custard. We have our simple syrup with rum. And here I have a little bit of whipped cream. It's just heavy cream, 35%, that I whip until it was nice and fluffy. And what we gotta do, we gotta add it to the custard, so it's gonna make it even more glorious and fluffy. So what you gotta do, make sure your custard is super cold. you're gonna add your cream, your whipped cream, to the custard. And now it's time to assemble your cake. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna remove the first 2 layers. You're gonna grab your syrup and you're gonna start wet the surface of the cake. Once your cake is nice and wet, you're gonna add a little bit of the cream. Now, once you have layered all your cake and cream, you gotta cover the entire cake with the leftover cream. Once you cover your cake with all the cream, it's time to decorate it, and for me is the best part. What you're gonna do, you're gonna grab your beautiful cake crumb and you're gonna start put it all over the surface of the cake. Alright, you guys, my mimosa cake is finally ready. It looks beautiful and it actually resembles the flower that I was talking about, the mimosa tree flower. It looks like a giant puffy flower, this one. As you can see, it was super easy to make, but it's very scenographic, and the people, when you're gonna bring it to the table, the people are gonna think, oh my god, she's an amazing baker, an amazing chef. I know, it's like, looks so gorgeous. It's tall, it's beautiful, and it smells like vanilla, delicious. And of course here I have to pair it with the famous drink, the mimosa, which is just orange juice, freshly squeezed. Make sure you use that, don't buy the one in the bottle. And prosecco, which is like a dry, bubbly wine. Kind of similar to champagne, but prosecco is better because it's Italian. So now that I set up a little thing for you, it's time for me to try it. I'm gonna slice a slice. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that, guys. Isn't it so beautiful? I'm holding it because I am very clumsy and for sure I'm gonna drop it. Please stay up. And I wanted to show you the inside here of the cake as well. Look how beautiful it looks like. The layers are just perfect. This to me screams spring. I know it's for like Women's Day, the celebration, but to me this is perfect for spring. It smells so good. I cannot wait to dig in. Oh my god. Wow. Happy Women's Day to me. Wow. It's fantastic. I know I have to stop. Delicious. This is fantastic. And of course, a little bit of mimosa. So refreshing, citrusy. I love anything citrusy. To me, it's just like a win-win. It's so beautiful, so delicious. And I want to dedicate this cake to all my new subscribers. We finally hit 1,000 subscribers. I still cannot believe it. I just want to say thank you to all of you. It's amazing, and this journey is just started. And I also want to dedicate this cake to all the women that are in my life, and my mom, my grandma. I love them so much. This cake for you, but I am gonna eat it. And until next time, I'll see you soon, my beautiful people. Love you. Bye. Thank you.